Ermenita Hoxha, the voice of a new generation in Albanian music. Ermenita Hoxha is a young and rising Albanian singer who has made a name for herself in the music industry with her unique sound and captivating performances. Born on September 4, 2001, in the city of Shkodra, Albania, Ermenita discovered her love for music at a very young age and began pursuing it passionately. Growing up, Ermenita was inspired by many musicians, including Celine Dion, Adele, and Beyoncé. Her family was also very supportive of her musical dreams and encouraged her to pursue a career in the industry. As a result, Ermenita began performing at local events and shows, quickly gaining recognition and popularity in her hometown. In 2018, Ermenita participated in the Albanian music competition Top Fest with her song Nuk Jam Me Un and quickly caught the attention of music industry professionals. Her powerful voice and unique style impressed the judges, and she advanced to the finals of the competition, where she placed in the top 5. Following her success on Top Fest, Ermenita continued to release music and perform at various events throughout Albania. In 2020, she released her single Nuk Te Kam Herer, which quickly became a hit and earned her even more recognition. Ermenita's music is characterized by a unique blend of traditional Albanian music with modern pop sounds, creating a style that is both refreshing and captivating. Her powerful voice, emotional delivery, and impressive range have earned her a growing fan base and critical acclaim. Despite her young age, Ermenita has already achieved a great deal in the music industry and is poised for even greater success in the years to come. With her talent, dedication, and passion, she is sure to continue making waves in the Albanian music scene and beyond. Ermenita Hoxha is a rising Albanian singer who has captured the hearts of many with her powerful voice and emotive performances. While she may be a new name on the international music scene, her journey to success has been marked by passion and perseverance. Hoxha was born in Tirana, Albania in 1997. From a young age, she was drawn to music and showed a natural talent for singing. Her parents recognized her passion and encouraged her to pursue her dreams. However, growing up in a country where opportunities for aspiring musicians were limited, Hoxha faced many challenges. Despite the obstacles in her path, Hoxha remained determined to pursue a career in music. She spent countless hours practicing and honing her craft, and began performing at local events and competitions. Her hard work and dedication paid off, and she was soon noticed by music industry professionals. In 2016, Hoxha auditioned for the Albanian version of The Voice, a popular singing competition show. She impressed the judges with her powerful voice and confident stage presence, and was selected to compete on the show. While she did not win the competition, her performances were well received by audiences and helped to launch her career. Following her success on The Voice, Hoxha continued to work on her music and build her fan base. She released several singles, including Me Die, Smihargyov, and Me Mungan, which showcased her distinctive style and powerful vocals. Despite her success, Hoxha remains humble and focused on her goals. She continues to work hard and push herself to new heights, and is committed to making a positive impact through her music. With her talent and determination, there is no doubt that Ermenita Hoxha has a bright future ahead of her. Ermenita Hoxha's musical journey is one that has been marked by hard work, determination, and a passion for music. Born and raised in Albania, Hoxha discovered her love for singing at a young age and began performing in local talent shows and competitions. Hoxha's big break came in 2014 when she auditioned for the popular Albanian singing competition, Top Fest. Her powerful vocals and stage presence immediately caught the attention of the judges and audience alike, propelling her to the semifinals of the competition. Though she did not win the competition, Hoxha's performances earned her a fanbase and recognition within the Albanian music industry. Following her success on Top Fest, Hoxha began performing at various events and concerts throughout Albania, honing her skills as a live performer and building her fanbase. She released her first single, Betem Tai, in 2016, which quickly gained popularity and solidified her position as a rising star in Albanian music. Hoxha's music is characterized by her powerful vocals, emotive lyrics, and a blend of pop and traditional Albanian music influences. Her songs often explore themes of love, heartbreak, and personal growth, resonating with listeners across generations. In 2020, Hoxha released her debut album, Take Yide, which was met with critical acclaim and commercial success. The album features a mix of upbeat pop tracks and heartfelt ballads, showcasing Hoxha's versatility as a vocalist and songwriter. Today, Ermenita Hoxha is considered one of the most promising young talents in Albanian music, with a growing international fanbase and a bright future ahead. Her unwavering passion for music and dedication to her craft have helped her overcome numerous obstacles and establish herself as a respected artist in the industry. Ermenita Hoxha, the rising Albanian singer, has been making waves with her unique musical style and sound. Her music is a fusion of traditional Albanian music and modern pop elements, creating a sound that is fresh and distinctive. One of the defining characteristics of Hoxha's music is her use of traditional Albanian instruments, such as the siflite and the lahuta. These instruments are used in a modern context, blending seamlessly with electronic beats and contemporary production techniques. The result is a sound that is both rooted in tradition and forward-thinking. Hoxha's vocals are another standout aspect of her music. She has a powerful voice that is capable of conveying a range of emotions, from vulnerability to strength. Her vocal range and control are particularly impressive, and she uses these abilities to great effect in her music. Lyrically, Hoxha's songs often explore themes of love, identity, and empowerment. Her lyrics are personal and introspective, drawing on her own experiences and emotions. Her songwriting is often praised for its authenticity and honesty, and for its ability to connect with listeners on a deep level. Overall, Ermenita Hoxha's music is a testament to her creativity, vision, and talent. Her unique style and sound have made her one of the most exciting new artists to emerge from Albania in recent years, and she shows no signs of slowing down any time soon. Ermenita Hoxha's music is heavily influenced by Albanian folk music and incorporates elements of traditional Albanian music in her modern pop sound. She has been praised for her ability to blend these styles together seamlessly and create a unique sound that is both modern and rooted in tradition. Her use of live instruments such as the siflite and flute also adds to the overall authenticity of her music. Hoxha's lyrics often focus on themes of love, heartbreak, and empowerment, with many of her songs speaking to the experiences of young women. She has been vocal about the importance of empowering women in society, and her music often reflects this message. Her hit single Shko, which means go in Albanian, encourages women to leave toxic relationships and pursue their own happiness and success. In addition to her music, Hoxha is also known for her fashion sense and distinctive style. She often incorporates traditional Albanian elements into her outfits, such as embroidered vests and headscarves. Her fashion choices have become popular among her fans and have even inspired fashion trends in Albania. Despite her rising fame, Hoxha remains grounded and connected to her roots. She frequently interacts with her fans on social media and often performs in small venues in her hometown of Prizren. Her dedication to her craft and her fans has earned her a devoted following and made her one of Albania's most beloved artists. Looking ahead, Hoxha has expressed a desire to continue exploring and incorporating traditional Albanian music into her sound. She also hopes to collaborate with other artists and expand her international fanbase. With her unique style, powerful voice, and commitment to her craft, it is clear that Ermenita Hoxha is a rising star to watch in the Albanian music scene.